name is Kastarra, also known as the Real K-Star, and welcome to Heels to Suits. So today we're going to be talking about starting a small business and how to start a successful small business. I'm going to share with you guys things that I wish I've done differently when I started my business. So I have a bath and beauty consultant business. It's called KSTARRBRANDS. I started it back in October 2022, October 16th, 2022. It is a small business, as we say. However, I am very, very satisfied with how far I've gotten with my business. I know everyone has their own definition of success, but yeah, I will definitely say my business is successful. It's not generating billions of dollars, but my business definitely has $1 billion mindset, you guys. With KSTARRBRANDS, I literally started off just selling lashes. Like, I got me a whole bunch of lashes. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna sell lashes. Oh, you know what? My lashes took way too long to come in. I was becoming impatient, so it was taking me forever to like be able to sell the lashes because I didn't have the inventory on hand. So then I started like watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos. I was literally studying so many different videos on other YouTubers, like small business owners on TikTok, going live, selling their products on live, just doing all of these videos of them packaging orders and like making their products, so many different things that they were uploading on TikTok and sharing, all of these different business owners. And I was just watching it all. I'm like, okay, so this is what I have to do. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And literally there was like this girl on YouTube, I have to figure out what her name is, but she literally, I guess she said she was like selling products or something, and then she just stopped and was like, oh, forget it. And then she said one day she just seen this girl was on TikTok, no makeup, no nothing. She was just sitting there just talking about her products. So many people were like, oh, purchase, like just, they were like, oh, I just bought it. Like people were just buying it. And she's like, why am I not doing this? This lady, like her hair was not done. Like her hair was just like whatever, no makeup, no nothing. She's just sitting there talking about her products and people are just buying it. So the girl's like, oh, you know what? I need to start doing that. So she said she started doing that, and then next thing you know, like she's getting all these sales on TikTok. So long story short, I literally listened to the girl, did the exact same thing. There were days I did makeup, days I did no makeup. Actually, I had to get to 1,000 followers first because TikTok has this thing where you can't go live unless you have 1,000 followers. So literally every single day, non-stop, consistently, okay, you guys? Consistency is key, by the way. But literally every single day, I would upload at least 10 videos of me just sitting there talking about whatever product it was that I had at the time. So yeah, I was saying that I started off selling lashes. The lashes took too long to come in, so then I started selling lip gloss. I didn't like the lip gloss that I got, so I started making lip gloss. The first batch of lip gloss I made, I loved it. The second batch, I didn't like it too much, but so I started making lip gloss. So then I had lashes and lip gloss, and then eventually I started adding skincare products. So we started making body scrubs, body oils, no body butters. But my thing was I did different varieties of bath boxes. So different bath boxes, different beauty packages like parcels. I just created like a different varieties of different packages, but they were all like self-care boxes or beauty boxes versus selling one product individually, even though they can still go and purchase one product individually if they would like to. But my number one sellers, I did like these little sampler boxes, and then we have the full-size bath boxes. So those were our number one sellers. Now that I gave you guys a background on KSTARRBRANDS and how I got started, okay, so eventually my business was doing good on TikTok, and then I was just like, oh, you know what? It was doing good, but there were days where it was slow. So I was like, I need to be able to get sales besides just being on TikTok. So I started studying like search engine optimize. I started looking at other platforms to promote my products on. Just started studying so many other things because I'm like, I know there has to be another way for me to get my products out there besides just doing TikTok, Whatnot, and literally all social media. If you guys want more information on Whatnot, I will put it down in the description below. Okay, so now that I gave you guys a background on KSTARRBRANDS and how I started my business and how it's going for me, let me share with you things I wish I've done differently. So here are some things that I wish I've done differently before starting my business, or even when I first started my business. So I wish I started off better prepared, literally not knowing like that I would have all of this extra stuff to do. I don't know, does that make sense? Like, I knew that I wanted to sell products, but I did not know that I had to be the one to create all of the creative content, be consistent on social media, study the search engine optimize, create private policies and disclosures, invoices, email marketing, learning right here. Just having to like be able to put together like these videos, just everything that I have to do. I was not thinking about none of that at all when I started my business. I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna sell these lashes right here. I'm like, I'm gonna sell these lashes, I'm gonna sell lip gloss, I'm gonna sell like, you know, I was not thinking, okay, I'm gonna become a social media manager and manage all of these pages for my business. Like, I did not picture that. I didn't picture me doing email marketing, having to be good with copywriting, like none of that stuff. All of that stuff comes to play in business, and not everybody realizes that. So definitely think about this. If you're starting a business today in 2023, make sure you're thinking about all of that stuff that I just named, because that is definitely stuff that I overlooked, and I wish that I looked into it more a while ago, because I'm literally just now being able to have strategies in place, being able to have structure for my business, being able to have structure for myself, guys. So I'm just gonna give you some tips. Here are some things you can do today in 2023 to have a successful business. Start you a successful business today in 2023, and here are some of the tips that will help you get there. The first one is gonna be to ask yourself, why are you starting your business? Ask yourself, why are you starting your business? And what are the specific measurable results that you want from your business, okay? This will be your motivation. So I started KSTARRBRANDS. Honestly, most people say they started their business for money, but me personally, when I started my business, like I told you guys, I started selling so many different things. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to sell, but I knew that I wanted room for my business to grow. So KSTARRBRANDS, I literally named it that because I'm like, okay, KSTARRBRANDS could be like anything. So whatever I want to sell, whatever I want to do, it could be KSTARRBRANDS. That's literally how I thought of it. I started my business because I wanted a branding for myself. And then eventually I was like, okay, people who have businesses make money, and people who are doing YouTube and doing all of these different things are making money. So I had to implement how I was going to make money for my business. And I had to implement, like, I didn't do no research on like finances, or I didn't keep track of finances when I first started, which is very, very bad. But make sure you know why you're starting your business. Again, for me, it was, I wanted a branding for myself. I wanted a brand. I wanted to have a, you know, like KSTARRBRANDS, okay? The real KSTARRBRANDS, that's all me. So, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. Before I move on to number 2, I just wanted to like show, like, you guys seen how happy I just got talking about how I wanted to create a branding for myself. Like, that is my reason behind KSTARRBRANDS, and it's doing what I wanted it to do. So make sure you ask yourself why you are starting your business, and what are the specific measurable results that you want from your business. Because if you don't have a why, and if you don't have specific measurable results, then starting up is going to be very difficult, and you probably won't get too far. And starting a business is easy. So make sure you know your why. Okay, so number 2 is going to be value proposition. Be clear on your goal. What do you want from your business? Again, that's kind of like setting a specific measurable results. So what are you going to offer that is different from your competitors? What are you going to do to set yourself apart from everyone who's offering the same things that you have, but why are you unique? Why are you different from the others? Me, for example, KSTARRBRANDS, I have a couple different reasons where I would say we are different from other businesses. Well, everything is handmade, but there's a lot of handmade businesses out there. So everything is handmade, 100% natural. And then again, KSTARRBRANDS is a consultant agency in the making. So I do give other people the option to work with us and they can make their own money, which potentially for me is good because I have better opportunities for expansion and growth within my business. Like anyone from like anywhere could sell my products. So we have a potential to expand easily or easier. Just find something that sets you apart and like what makes you different. Another thing, do this now. If you are starting a business in 2023 and you don't even have your expenses written down, make sure you go and write it down right now, or else you are already in the wrong direction. Please go do this right now, because I did not do this when I started my business. I did not do this at all. I don't know what was wrong with me. Like I said, I did not keep track of my expenses, finances, nothing at all. So literally when I started my business, I spent whatever it was that I spent, got my inventory, and then when I started selling products, I'm like, okay, yay, I got my first sale. I did this, I did that. The money that I was making, I was putting it right back into my business, but nothing was accounted for. Nothing was really accounted for. You know what? I had like my PayPal. I did use separate accounts for my business transactions, but I was not like keeping up with anything. I wasn't going back and checking to see how sales were doing this month or that month. Like, I was not keeping up with none of that. Literally, when I seen that I sold out, I was just happy with, okay, sold out. That was it. Like, I wasn't paying attention to anything. Like, and when you pay attention to that stuff, it shows you like where you can increase like sales at, or like it'll show you things that you can work harder towards improving, stuff like that. And I just wasn't paying attention to any of it. So make sure you pay attention to how much is everything that you're going to need to start your business. You got to remember that you're going to be paying for your website, your domain. You're going to be paying for shipping supplies, your inventory, your products, whether you're making it or it's already made for you. You still have to purchase products from your vendors. If you're making stuff, you're gonna have to buy all of this different stuff to make the products. But remember, don't buy 100 of whatever. Just buy a little bit to start off. You don't need a lot. Just buy a little bit to start off. Make sure that you like the product so you can test it out and everything. Don't just buy like 200 t-shirts. Don't spend all your money on all these t-shirts and now you got all these t-shirts and nobody wants them, or like you don't even like the material of them, okay? That's like, remember guys, I don't think I told you guys how much I spent, but I spent 50 bucks on like 8 lip glosses. 8 lip glosses from something Aroma Beauty Bar, something like that. But anyways, I got 8 lip glosses from them. I did not like them at all. And then you know what I did after that? After I got the 8 lip glosses, I lowered the prices for them, sold all of them, but I had to sell them at a cheaper rate because, so I took my next 50 bucks and just got everything I needed to make my own lip gloss. So I purchased everything I needed to make the lip gloss and, I resold it. So make sure that you don't just spend all your money on stuff that you don't like, stuff that you don't know how it's going to turn out, because everything that you're doing when you're starting your business, it's all test runs. It's all test runs. You're testing everything out. You need to make sure that everything is up to perfection or close to it, okay? And of course you want to make sure that it's close to perfection because it's representing you. It's your business. You're the one running it. You're the boss. So you want to make sure that everything is up to your expectations, okay? So yeah, not perfection, up to your expectations. What is perfection for you within your business? So make sure you ask yourself that when you're starting your business as well. Okay, so we're still on expenses. Also, your day-to-day life expenses. Your day-to-day life expenses, don't exclude that out of there. Of course, pay attention to both. Pay attention to both. You're gonna have your business expenses, your day-to-day life expenses, but also while you're looking at all of that, make sure that you have time. Make sure that you are implementing time for your business. See where you have time, see where you can make time for your business, because if you cannot make time for your business, there's no point of you even watching this video. Make sure you can make time for your business. Also be sure to include hidden fees because you don't know what might pop up. So also include your hidden fees. Okay guys, so number 4, you're gonna observe your SWOT analysis, okay? So your SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And of course you can find this all over Google and all over YouTube. Everybody's talking about this. But we are still talking about it today in 2023 because you need to make sure that you observe your SWOT analysis. So I'm gonna give you guys an example. I wrote down an example here for SWOT. For me, my strength within my business, we are a consultant agency in the making. We are a consultant agency in the making. Our products that we offer though, we specialize in like bath boxes, parcels, different little like beauty boxes, self-care boxes. Everything is self-care. All of our orders come with like a free scoop. The scoops have literally like every different types of self-care necessities that you could think of. I'll do like razors, you know, like for shaving. I'll do chapsticks. I'll do toothbrushes sometimes, like dental floss, wet wipes. We'll have lip glosses in there, like just different things. There's bath salts, so many different things, pieces of like soap bars, so many different things that we do in our free scoops. All of our orders, if you get like a order that qualifies for free shipping, you'll get a large bucket scoop, which is like that big. And then if it does not qualify for free shipping, then you get like a small bucket scoop, which is like a little bit smaller, but literally just filled with a bunch of different necessities, candies, facial wipes, alcohol pads, panty liners, tampons, like literally so many different things that even if you don't think you're gonna use it, like somebody's gonna use it. I make sure everything inside of the free scoops are essential and that people eventually will have to use it or somebody somewhere will need it. So it's not anything that you would want to throw out because it's something that people go to the store and buy like every single day. Okay, so that is one of our strengths. Our weaknesses. One of my weaknesses within my business is not being able to provide enough inventory or like product. I make everything by hand, so all of the skincare stuff and the lip gloss. The only thing that I don't make is the lashes. Like that's literally the only thing I don't make. Everything else I make. As far as like the products to the business cards to the logos, everything I make. So if I don't do it, it does not get done. I'm not in a place where I can pay people to make my products for me. Like at that point, it's like they would probably want the money from selling it. So yeah, so that is my only downfall or my only weakness within my business. Just me having to make everything. When I run out of products, like usually it seems like I've been selling out like every 2 weeks. Every time I restock, I sell out within 2 weeks. So that's about 200 sample body scrubs, but that's 50 bath boxes. That's 50 bath boxes every 2 weeks. So it's a decent amount. It's a decent amount. Yeah, and see, like starting with 0, going from 0 to 50 bath boxes a week. I am happy with that. I am super happy with that. But I've also gotten to this phase where I'm getting off a topic. Okay, our opportunities that KSTARRBRANDS have. Our opportunities is that we have more room for expansion and growth because we are I keep doing this, but we are a consultant agency in the making. We are a consultant agency in the making. Right now, I'm still like an individual, sole proprietorship, whatever the word is, okay? But yeah, we have room for expansion. And then our threat. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Okay, so number 5 is going to be create the product or service. Create the website, promotional materials, and test it. So after you create your website, your products, your whatever it is that you're doing, you're gonna want to test it. You're gonna want to make sure that it is up to your expectations. Like, let's say you're selling clothes, you want to make sure that if you sell someone a t-shirt, if they wash it, that it's not just gonna like shrivel up and like shrink on them, you know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you test everything. You want to make sure that if you're making skincare products, you want to make sure that if you use it on your skin, it doesn't dry out your skin or it doesn't irritate your skin in any way, because if it does, why would you want to sell that to someone else? So make sure after you create whatever it is that you're doing, you test it, whether it's your website, a service, a product. Make sure you test it. When I first started my business, I passed out a lot of stuff for free. You guys can do the same thing, or you can charge a small fee. You don't have to pass out your stuff for free. You can charge a small fee. You can be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm starting such and such business, and this is the product. Would you like to purchase it for a small fee? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't have to just pass out your stuff for free. If people want to support you, they will support you. So yeah, I passed out a lot of stuff for free. I feel like if you are a skincare company and you are making your products, guys, if you are purchasing inventory and if you are making skincare products, for those who are making skincare products, don't hesitate to pass out your stuff, okay? Don't hesitate, especially when you're first starting off. I'm not saying it like, oh, we could just pass out all of our stuff for free. No, that's not the case. But if you're starting off, you need the exposure. You need people to try your stuff. Like I said, you don't have to give it out for free. You can sell it for like a small fee and tell them like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You want to support, blah, 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 small fee. But guys, if you're making skincare products, like me, for example, I make body scrubs, okay? You know what I use to make my body scrubs? I'm not gonna tell you everything, but the number one ingredient is sugar. I use white granulated sugar and I use brown sugar. I use a blend of both because brown sugar is gentle and has a better effect on sensitive skin. But guys, that's the main ingredient to body scrubs, okay? So if you're making body scrubs and you swear that your body scrub is the best, you should not be hesitant on passing out body scrub samples for people to try. And if they think that your product is the best or they just genuinely like you as a person, they will come back to purchase more. Like I said, sugar is the main ingredient to my skincare, like the body scrubs. So of course, I passed out as much as I could, okay? I passed out so much of it because I'm like, it didn't cost me a lot to make it. I'm not gonna lie, it cost me a lot on certain things, but for that specific batch that I made, a small batch of body scrub, it don't cost that much to make a small batch of body scrub. I made, what was it, like a 16-ounce jar of body scrub, put it in sample portions, passed it out anytime I would go to the store, anytime I would go to work, anywhere I had to do anything. I passed out samples of my body scrubs for people to try, and eventually people came back and bought more. Okay, so that was number 5. Make sure you test your products. Number 6, after you test your products or your services, your inventory, whatever it is, after you test it, make adjustments, okay? Make adjustments to make it even better, okay? Make adjustments to fix it, to make it better, to make it perfect, to make it up to your expectations. Okay, and then the last one today, you guys, number 7, you want to register your business. You want to get your free EIN number. It's basically like a social security number for your business. So you want to register your business. Make sure that you do your research on requirements for like your license in your state. There are different state fees. And also, don't go and rush right away to register your business because, again, it is going to cost money. You don't want to just waste all of your money and you're like, oh, I don't even want to do this. So, you know, make sure you really like just observe all of your Observe all of your options and react accordingly. Don't rush into anything. Last thing, oh, I thought that was the last thing, guys. We got one more last thing. Number 8, okay, guys, number 8. I forgot, I threw in like a bonus one in there. So number 8 is gonna be marketing. And of course there is influencer marketing, social media marketing, Facebook marketing, IG ads, Facebook ads, TikTok. So make sure when you are marketing, you are not begging, okay? There is a big difference between marketing and begging, okay? I see a lot of people on TikTok specifically where TikTok and Instagram, actually, TikTok and Instagram, where they just seem like they're kind of begging, okay? If somebody doesn't want to buy, they just don't want to buy, move on to the next person. Or no, you know what I like to do? On Heels to Suits, I share everything that I've learned to manage a successful business so that your business can be successful too. When you are trying to reach your ideal customer, you want to make sure that you are providing them with value. Rather, it's something they can learn or benefit from. Rather, it can solve a problem or some type of information that they just find helpful that they didn't know before. It could be information about your product, something that the product will help them with, something that they might need help with that you didn't know, but you just told them about your product. Maybe your product helps to remove dark spots, and that's something they're just looking for. So you want to make sure that you're providing them with value. Give them something that will stick with them when they're done looking at your post. So I told you guys how I started my business, Kastarra Brands, and I told you guys the struggles that I went through starting my business, kind of. And then I also told you guys things that I wish I could have done differently, and I left you guys with 8 different tips on how you can start a successful business today in 2023. Number 1 being, ask yourself, why are you starting your business, as well as what are your specific measurable results. Number 2 being your value proposition. Be clear on your goals for your business. Number 3, expenses and finances. Make sure you're keeping track of the input and output. How much money are you bringing in? How much money are you spending? Number 4, observe your SWOT analysis. SWOT meaning strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. Number 5, create the product or service. Number 6 would be fix it, edit it, update it, make it up to your expectations. Number 7 is register your business. And then number 8 is marketing. So figure out your marketing strategy. What is going to help you reach your ideal customer or client? And guys, if you learned anything from this video, make sure you leave a comment down below telling me what you learned. If you did not learn anything, please let me know that you did not learn anything. And if you have any questions, anything regarding you starting your small business, I am a small YouTuber, so I have all the time in the world to answer your questions. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them right there down below, and make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button if you guys absolutely love this video and the time and the effort that I put into it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Toodles.